The Syrian capital comes under attack once again, with militants firing rockets and shells on Damascus. Local media reports say a barrage of rockets and shells has hit several residential areas, killing at least 3 people and wounding dozens of others. The shells are said to be fired by the foreign-backed Jaish al-Islam militants. The attack caused damage to buildings and set cars on fire. The casualties are expected to rise. The Syrian army has responded by artillery fire.
Up till this moment, 3 people have been confirmed killed, civilians, of course, in Damascus itself, and 37 others injured. Some of them are in a critical condition. Of course, among those injured, there are women and children, as those mortars and rockets hit civilian areas across the capital, Damascus. Also, in addition, there were several mortars and gas cylinders filled with explosives that also hit an area called Al-Sabil in Aleppo, of course killing and injuring a number of people. This is in Aleppo. And in Latakia, there were also a number of mortar shells that hit an area close to Adawar Al-Azhari square inside the city of Latakia, injuring 3 people, among them a woman. What we know up till this moment is that those behind this attack, all of those mortars being fired on the capital Damascus, is the so-called Takfiri extremist group of Jaish al-Islam that are based in Douma, eastern Al-Ghouta. Their main headquarters are in Douma. Now, in retaliation, the Syrian army, since the early hours of the morning, attacked the positions of Jaish al-Islam extremist group in eastern Al-Ghouta, particularly in Douma and Zamalka and Arbin, areas where it is believed where those mortars are being launched from. Nevertheless, we have to mention that those attacks come only 1 day after the Syrian army was able to advance in Jobar, also one of the strongholds of militants north of Jobar. Just yesterday, the Syrian army was advanced a couple of blocks, and in retaliation, those militants have fired those rockets on civilian areas. Nevertheless, also a very important point, we have to say that Zahran Aloush, the commander of the so-called Jaish al-Islam, on Tuesday evening said and threatened on the internet that he will attack Damascus with 10, especially during the past couple of 2 days, especially after the attack that hit the Lebanese convoy and pilgrims in Damascus, in old Damascus. Tight security measures were taken. There are checkpoints across the Syrian capital, Damascus, increasing measures over here, not only, of course, not only for so that the militants won't infiltrate, but also so that no one can be able to put any kind of explosive charge or explosive device and attack civilian areas. So definitely there are increasing security measures. However, the Syrian capital is secure. The Syrian army sources made it clear many times that Damascus is secure despite all of the attacks that are happening. But definitely we all know and expect such kind of attacks by militants from areas that they are occupying close to the capital by mortar shells and rockets.
All right, Press TV's Mohammed Ali giving us the latest from Damascus. Thanks, Mohammed.
يلا